Hi, Lucy. This is Jackie from the Blue Mountain Community College Library. Great job again today on your presentation. I think it was really good. And I'm just responding to your question about the 1925 headline on Pierce versus the Society of Sisters. Of course, the law was passed by the Supreme Court in 1925, June, 1st or 2nd of 1925. And so that's where I was focusing my search, is around that date, thinking it would be a major headline. There was a small thing in the New York Times. What's unfortunate is there seems to be a gap in the Oregon Historical Newspaper Index of the Oregonian, the Corvallis Gazette Times, and several newspapers from that time period. I'm going to send you two things. I will send you the New York Times article. I have an article from a journal we get here at this library that, if there had been more class, I would have had your class look at. It's called Pacific Historical Review. Great article. And the third thing I want to show you is access to our eBook database. There's a fantastic book, you may have already come across it, that somebody wrote on this issue. And I'm hoping that that book might have a citation to the article that you're looking for, but it'll take some time to look through. It's an ebook, so you can access it from home. And I just want to show you how to do that. I'm kind of assuming you've gotten your library card number. You will need that to access any of our ebooks off campus. So let me walk you through how to do this. You go to the college homepage, bluecc.edu, click on library. When you do that, that gets you here. You'll want to come down to our library databases, and this is an ebook, and we'll click on our ebook database. When I did my search, I know the title of the book because I found it in other research. It's called Cross Purposes by Paul Abrams. So you, I'm sure, have seen that in your research. And we just happen to have an electronic copy. I did a super easy search. I typed in Pearson, Oregon when I was looking for it because I knew it would come up under that category. And that was specific enough to weed out a lot of topics because here it is right here. So to actually get to this book, you'll click on the title. And since you're off campus, sometimes it can be a little bit slower, but you should be able to get to the PDF right here, or you can download the book, part of it offline. I'll just go ahead and click on the PDF to show you. It's kind of funny. It shows part of the PDF. I'm just going to, you can see here's the screen, here's the download. You can browse through each of the chapters to read through it. And if you get to a point where you want to print or cite, you can certainly do that. There is a search within. There it is. Sorry. Search within. You might want to play with this search within a little bit to see if you can narrow down specifically to certain things that you might want to find. No, you're just, say, interested in anything that mentions Pierce. This is a huge topic, but you want to focus in on anything that resulted in his relationship with the Society of Sisters. You can certainly do that, and that will, by relevance, take you to the most frequent pages that this came up with. If you really want to look at, like, the, I wonder if I do type in Pierce versus Society of Sisters. Let's see if it gets that specific. Why not? Oh, and it does. Okay, so there's some pages that speak to that. So if you found a section that you were interested in this case, I was actually taking you to their list of references. That's actually really interesting. That might be useful. But what that also tells you is that that's later in the book. So if you find pages that are earlier on, you might want to focus on those. Page Gallery 5, I wonder if that's an image. To view this image, refer to the print version of this title. That's not helpful. So one thing with the search, we may have found that it's a little bit too specific. And that can sometimes happen. If you just typed in, for example, Society of Sisters. I didn't even type in the Garback. That might have been interesting. You could have done that. And again, looking for some earlier pages in the book might be helpful. But as you browse through, the whole book is really about this very topic, so it might be useful. You can see right here they're talking about liberties, not only under the First Amendment for expression, but the 14th Amendment as well, which is kind of interesting. So I know your project is due Saturday, so this might not be very useful, but I wanted to share this with you in case this is something you wanted to flip through. Um, and I will send you that New York Times article. If we had more time, this is something we'd have to get through interlibrary loan. I was curious as some of the other major national newspapers, the Washington Post, at the time it was the New York Tribune, and the Chicago papers, and maybe even San Francisco, may have had some headlines. I can look around a little bit, but because of your short time frame, I'm worried about not getting them in time, because we would have to request these from other libraries. So I'll do a little bit more looking. Take a look at this book. I'll send you the New York Times article and also this other journal article from the Pacific Coast Historical Review that speaks directly to your topic. It's actually perfect. So I hope this was helpful. And again, great job today. Really excited to see you go to state.